Hey, what's going on, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And one of the most common questions I get on my channel related to selling on eBay goes something along the lines of, Steve, I just found your channel. I'm super excited to start selling on eBay. What's the fastest way that I can make $1,000 on eBay? So I usually have like a cookie cutter response that I give, and I want to kind of go a little more in depth into this response because I think it's a good question, because a lot of people, they're not starting an eBay business just to sell items and flip stuff for fun. I mean, some people are doing it because of the treasure hunt and going to thrift stores and to make a couple bucks, but a lot of people want to make a significant amount of money. And a lot of people are starting an eBay business because they're in debt, because they're in trouble. And, you know, at the time of this recording, there's a lot of stuff going on with the economy, with you know what. There's a quarantine. There's all types of crazy things that are going on. And people are looking for ways to make extra money, to make, you know, ends meet. So what's the fastest way to make $1,000 on eBay? So I want to kind of go through a couple things you need to consider, because there's going to be some roadblocks that are going to hold the average person back on eBay. You know, if you don't have any selling experience, if you've never sold anything on eBay, maybe you don't have any feedback, maybe you don't have a seasoned account. There's a couple things I want to talk about. So number one, there's something called seller limitations on eBay, which is essentially eBay's way of not letting you screw up too much. So a lot of people, unfortunately, they come on eBay and, you know, they list up a bunch of items, and next thing you know, they start getting a bunch of returns because they're not listing the item as described, or they're selling a fake Gucci purse, or they're listing things up and taking horrible pictures, and the people are pissed off, and it's just creating a bad experience, right, for the customers. And when someone buys an item on eBay, and let's just say I'm a brand new seller and I sell it and I screw up the whole transaction, I piss off the buyer's not mad at me. I mean, maybe they are a little bit, but they're looking at eBay like, screw you, eBay, I'm gonna go to Amazon, I'm gonna go to Walmart. So eBay has put seller limitations in place, which essentially only allow you, when you're brand new and you don't have a seasoned account, you don't have any metrics, they only let you list, I think at the time of this recording, they let you list like 10 items for like sometimes only $500 until you get over that hurdle and they approve you to move forward. So one of the things that kind of suck is a new seller comes in, they watch a bunch of Rake and Profit videos or whoever on YouTube, and they're like, I'm gonna crush this. And next thing you know, they're hit with like, they're going to list like their 6th item up, and they can't. And they're like, well, what the heck's going on? And eBay's like, you can't list any more items, or you can't list anything with a value over $500 for the first 30 days. So you've got to understand that when you want to make $1,000 fast, or $2,000, or whatever amount, there's kind of like this initial phase where you have to pay your dues and prove yourself to eBay. So let's just say, I don't know, how do I say this? I guess the best lesson learned is when you're selling on eBay, don't wait to start until like things are too late and like everything's running out of, like going crazy in your life and you need money now, because it just takes time. It takes time to sell things. It takes time to get your account approved. It takes time to get money from PayPal over to your account. So let's just say like maybe you're in a tough position right now and it's too late and you need to make money as fast as possible. What would I do? Number one, I would list as many items around my house as I can on eBay, fast selling items, and I would get them to sell quick, right? So I would price them pretty low. Maybe not my best items right now, but I would price up a bunch of items as much as I could based on my limitations. So maybe it's 10 items for $500. List them up as fast as I can. Get them to sell quickly by pricing them competitively, taking good pictures, creating a good title, an excellent description. Make sure that you're not lying or exaggerating about the condition, so on and so forth. And get them to sell as quick as possible, and then call up eBay. Say, hey, what's going on? I'm really excited to sell on eBay. I have a bunch of products that I want to list, and they're going to ask you where you're getting them from. Maybe you're getting them from thrift stores, or maybe you're getting them from garage sales or from around your house. Just be honest with them and call multiple times. So sometimes you'll be able to get a hold of like an eBay representative that'll just lift it for you. So if you call and they're like, well, you have to wait 30 days, be like, all right, I appreciate it, but is there anything you can do? I really want to list up these items. I'm going to create an amazing customer experience. And I'm just so excited to get listing and get going. Is there anything you could do? Sometimes they'll raise up your limitations or the amount of money in terms of value that you can list. So maybe you have 10 items that you can list, but they limit you at $500 selling value. So if you list up 10 items at $50, you're gonna hit your $500 limit. So maybe they'll raise that. But if they say no, call back again. And sometimes you'll get lucky. I don't know if eBay's maybe improved their system where they take notes and now they know on your account that you're calling back a million times. Because it's been a while since I've been a new seller, but I'm just kind of communicating what I've heard from other people and what I did when I had first gotten started, but that was a while ago.